You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Alright there, mate, come on in for another blooming Christmas special. You know, because it's another British one, that's why the accent. Fine, I'll stop doing it if you stop laughing. God's sake. Yes, my friends, today we are looking at Robbie the Reindeer in Hooves of Fire.
This charming little stop-motion animation special was created by the BBC in aid of the British charity Comic Relief and released on the 25th of December 1999. And it's the first of 3 specials that would be released under this name, which, by the way, after you've watched this special, you must check out the sequels. Now, whilst the animation does reflect the famous work of Aardman Animations, the creators of Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit, it was produced in the BBC Animation Studios, but many members of Aardman Animations did help bring the film to life, including the special's director, Richard Golosowski. It follows the life of the title character, who's the son of a rather famous reindeer. And like his father, he has a special ability concentrated in his nose, which will make him a vital part of the reindeer community and, of course, to our story.
So, let's jump right into Robbie the Reindeer in Hooves of Fire.
Our story begins in the north of the Northlands, and the coldest northeast lands.
Hey, it's my job to narrate here, mister. Get your own story to tell. So we're shown the town of Coldchester, where it's August, apparently, and Robbie, played by Irish comedian and star of Father Ted Ardal O'Hanlon, is dropped off to begin his tale. Robbie's father has dropped his son off to train to become one of Santa's reindeers, because unlike his dad, he's a lazy slob. So we're first shown some of Robbie's abilities when his nose helps guide him to the reindeer headquarters.
Do that trick too. Although mine tends to take me to KFC a lot. So worth it.
He eventually arrives and meets the other reindeers.
What is that?
Darling, I'm wondering that myself.
Aren't you guys? So anyway, the leader of the reindeer, Blitzen, voiced by Steve Coogan, helps introduce Robbie to the rest of the gang. He also shows the team what skills he has with his nose. And he also shows what a lazy bugger he is when he asks what happens the other 364 days of the year when they're not busy.
Well, we... sort of like that.
Oh, I was expecting it to be more sort of... maybe a bit of...
Sorry, Robbie, but it's definitely...
Right. When's the next bus out?
April.
One of the reindeer team, Donner, makes herself...
Whoa. Herself. Hasn't Donner always been portrayed as a male reindeer?
Quick history lesson here. In the original...
I will not have that name said in my presence.
Ah yes, the magic of copyright.
Fine, I won't say it. In the original you-know-who story, there was only one female reindeer on the sleigh, who was Vixen. Donner was always portrayed as a male and would actually be considered Robbie's grandfather if this was portrayed in this story.
But Robbie needs a love interest in this, so Donner it is. But truthfully, she is one of my favourite characters in this, so shh! Just watch it.
Anyway, it's established now that Blitzen is to be our villain as he's jealous of Robbie's dad's fame, despite him being the sleigh team captain for years. So he tells Vixen and Prancer they've to help him get rid of Robbie.
Enjoying training, Robbie?
I don't really have to do this, do I? I mean, I'm just a navigator. I don't need to be fit. Can't we just have the day off and slob around and eat toast in our pants?
I'm with Robbie on this one.
So the plan commences when Blitzen realises if Robbie doesn't get fit, he won't be on the sleigh team. During this plan, the relationship between Donna and Robbie is brought to light. Although it doesn't come in for some time, it's still fun to watch Robbie swoon over Vixen whilst Donna just accepts it.
You see, I have this thing where I can't talk to girls if I love them.
You can talk to me, though.
Of course I can. We're mates.
Right.
Anyway, Santa invites all the reindeer over for a
Party at Beardy's house.
what they said, so Santa can meet the newest addition to the team.
Look, Donna, look. Vixen's come.
I was sent a bunch of flowers today, Robbie, and I knew they were from you. Do you know how? Because they were cheap.
But it was all the money I had.
Thank you, Seal.
Sorry, I had to show that. That joke always cracks me up.
Anyway, Santa gathers everybody together to show him the latest upgrades to his sleigh, including a new stereo system, an intelligent ashtray, and a navigation system. Yep, Robbie looks pretty screwed here. Thanks to Blitzen, Robbie now has to get himself fit in order to remain on the sleigh team as the navigator. Otherwise, he goes home having failed his dad.
So, no pressure or anything?
Well, Dad, I blew it. I could have got fit, but I was cocky and I was lazy. Sorry, Dad.
But Blitzen comes in to cheer Robbie up.
Do you know what I think?
No, but...
I think the boss is going to take you on the sleigh anyway because he liked your dad.
Oh.
He'll kick off some other reindeer who's trained for it all year.
Oh, dear.
But that doesn't matter. And the sleigh will be slow and late, but no one will blame you. They'll blame your dad for having you.
Oh, dear.
So thanks to Blitzen opening his eyes, Robbie decides to run away.
Don't go. Robbie!
But that idea is frozen almost immediately when he gets...
Frozen today!
Well, you had to expect me to use that at some point in my videos, didn't you?
He's rescued by a group of elves who take Robbie in when he asks to work for them so he can feel useful again. But... he doesn't do so well.
Hang on.
I'm in control of the situation. Uh-oh.
You're demoted to sweeping up. Robbie, what happened?
I started sweeping, but then I found these bits of toys, and I thought, I know, I'll invent new toys. Look, Sebastian Muscle Whale.
Do whales have arms?
Sebastian's got 3. He needs them to fight his arch enemy, Octo Monkey. Bum-ba-da-dum-da-da-dum-da-da-dum.
Am I the only one who wants one of these now? After failing repeatedly at his jobs in the factory, Donna comes in to speak to him and gives him the idea of taking part in the Reindeer Games, a huge sporting event that takes place just before Christmas, in order to win his place back on the sleigh team. And as Donna points out to Robbie that Blitzen wants rid of Robbie, they both realise he can't train with the other reindeer. So...
I looked in the phone book under wise old coaches who can save the day, and there's only one in the area. He's called Old Jingle.
I've heard of Old Jingle.
Ladies and gents, the best character in this special.
Is Old Jingle in, please?
Let me think. Yes, I am. Yes, come in. Stay there, I'll put the kettle on. Well?
I mean it, this guy cracks me up every time he comes on screen, so please enjoy his craziness.
I don't train anyone. Old Jingle is retired, so...
You've got to take him on. Without your help, he'll never beat Blitzen.
Blitzen? Is Blitzen involved in this?
You know Blitzen?
Never heard of him, but he's got to be stopped. What's your name?
Robbie, sir.
Well, Robbie Pupil, let's get down the hill and I'll see what you're made of. Don't get up.
Champion, a lovely bit of cotton. Oi! Yous are gonna get a right slap for that.
Well, who wouldn't find a polar bear from Newcastle hilarious?
So Robbie commences his training with Old Jingle. The elves come in to help out as well.
Your nose is a great ally, Robbie Pupil. Bounce with your nose. Bounce with your nose.
Oh, forget it. Bet my dad could have done it.
You can be as good as your dad, Robbie pupil. You think him perfect. No one is. He's just a man like all of us.
Actually, we're all reindeer.
Oh, that explains a lot. These for a start. And why they never let me become Pope.
Sorry, couldn't resist. Oh, is that funny? Carry on.
So his training is complete, and now it's time for the reindeer games. After all, Jingle manages to flatten himself under his own house, because he tried pushing it back up the hill again.
You wonder why he's my favourite character? Well, he is what he eats.
Nuts!
So the reindeer games are here, and we're shown Blitzen's fitness routine also includes him taking steroids. And Blitzen also realises he's in a bit of trouble when he sees Robbie racing to rescue the baby son of Santa and Mrs. Claus. Vixen now comes to Robbie to try and get him to pull out of the race.
Let's not beat about the bush. You love me, you'll do anything to please me. I don't want you to run in the steeplechase. There, that's sorted out, must go.
Sorry, Vixen, I'm going to run and try to win and everything.
No. How it works is, Blitzen wins, he gets famous, he gets me out of this dive. You spoke to me. Robbie, you can't speak to me because you love me so much. What are you up to?
I grew up. Now I can talk to anyone I like.
Robbie, you all set?
You have no taste.
Yes, you knew it was coming, but damn it, it's sweet. You will enjoy the cuteness.
And just as the steeplechase is about to start, one of the elves comes to warn Robbie that old Jingle is trapped under his house. But is Robbie too late?
I need something to wedge underneath. Sebastian! It's not enough. Octomonkey! Everything's going to be alright now, old Jingle.
See? Kid's strong. Very strong.
Jingle.
Farewell, Robbie friend.
Jingle. Goodbye. Jingle?
Do you seriously think the BBC would kill off a hilarious character? Never mind.
So Jingle is safe and the race has begun. So Robbie races back to try and beat Blitzen. He manages to catch up on laps but is quickly smashed into place by Blitzen. But remembers he can
Use the nose jump.
to lead him to victory, so he gives it a go. But
And the winner, by a nose, is...
Blitzen.
Yes!
yes, Blitzen won. But it doesn't matter to Robbie because
Oh, shut up and come here.
he's got a girlfriend now. Also, Blitzen's drugs are discovered and he's both arrested and chucked by Vixen. Robbie's dad shows he's proud of his son and Robbie wins his place back on the sleigh team. And this fantastic special ends with Robbie taking the love of his life, Donner, for a little ride to the moon in the sleigh for the night.
And that was Robbie the Reindeer in Hooves of Fire. There's not enough positive phrases I can say for how much I love this special.
Everything about it is genius to me. The animation is beautiful, and as I pointed out, is very reflective of Aardman Animations, who I am a huge fan of anyway. The cast are perfect, the story is very clever, and the jokes are very well written and can be appreciated both by young kids and adults alike. And the running gag of not being able to say Robbie's dad's name throughout was brilliantly worked around the fact that the BBC weren't able to buy the rights to use the name, as despite its worldwide fame, has not become public domain yet. Now, CBS did acquire the rights to Robbie the Reindeer in 2002 and started airing the special. The problem is, they dubbed over the original voices with American actors. Although Hugh Grant is in this version, which is a puzzlement to say the least. If you can't decide which version to watch, it's easy. The British one is the original and it's funny. The American version has Britney Spears. Enough said. You can also buy Robbie the Reindeer on DVD, which also includes the follow-up story, The Legend of the Lost Tribe, which is extremely funny. So I definitely recommend buying this for your future Christmas viewing schedule.
Well, another special is done, so what do I have in store for tomorrow? This one I'm really looking forward to doing, so please come back again tomorrow for some more Christmas special fun.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.